Morning light spilled across the forest like warm honey, settling on leaves, bark, and winding paths. Birds fluttered between branches, calling softly to one another as the world slowly awakened. Anansi, the spider, moved lightly through the trees, listening. His stomach rumbled. He had searched all morning for fruit, scraps, or fallen seeds, but the forest had been quiet. Even the usual feeding ground seemed bare. Then, from high above, Anansi heard the soft clucking of hens. He followed the sound carefully until he reached a small clearing near the village edge. There, beneath a simple wooden shelter, several hens nested peacefully on beds of straw. Eggs lay warm and pale in the morning sun. Anansi's eyes gleamed. "That will do nicely," he murmured. But the hens were alert. They shifted and clucked softly, guarding their nests carefully. Anansi studied them for a long moment. Then a plan formed. He lowered himself onto a nearby fence post and spoke pleasantly. "Good morning, friends," said Anansi. "You look quite comfortable today." The hens eyed him cautiously. "We are," one replied, "and these eggs are nearly ready." Anansi nodded thoughtfully. "How fortunate," he said, "because I've heard the village children will be collecting eggs later today. They may take many at once." The hens clucked nervously. "We must protect them," another hen said. Anansi leaned closer. "Perhaps," he suggested gently, "you could place one egg in a safer spot, just in case." The hens whispered among themselves. One carefully rolled a single egg away from the nest and tucked it beneath a bush nearby. Anansi smiled quietly. A moment later, he crept down and carried the hidden egg away. Warm. Perfect. But one egg was never enough for Anansi. The next morning he returned. "Good morning again," Anansi said cheerfully. "I heard a fox passed through the village last night." The hens gasped. "A fox?" "Yes," said Anansi gravely. "They love eggs. Perhaps you should hide one in a different place today." Nervous murmurs followed. Another egg was hidden, this time behind a stone. Anansi retrieved it moments later. Day after day, Anansi repeated the trick. Each morning brought a new warning, a new hiding place, a new egg. The hens began to notice their nest growing lighter, but they could never understand how the eggs vanished, until one morning a small chick peeked from beneath the straw. "Mother," the chick said softly, "I saw the spider carry the egg." Silence fell. The hens exchanged stunned glances. That morning, when Anansi returned with his gentle smile and careful words, the hens nodded politely and pretended to follow his advice. They hid an egg, but this time they hid nothing. Instead, they quietly watched. When Anansi crept forward expecting his prize, he found only empty straw and cool earth. Confused, he searched carefully. Nothing. Then the hens burst into loud clucking laughter. "You cannot trick us forever," one hen said. "We trusted your words, but now we trust our eyes." Anansi paused. He chuckled softly. "Well played," he admitted, and for once Anansi left without a prize. Not angry, not bitter, just reminded. Because cleverness may open doors, but repetition reveals patterns, and every trick leaves a trail.